Hi everybody, my name is Jessica and this is my channel Plant Hooker. Today is a repot and ramble. All those plants that I got from my Sydney plant shopping trip, minus two, because there was two that didn't make it through quarantine, the Calathea Maui Queen and the coconut plant. They both got spider mites and were chucked out the door. I'm just not dealing with them, and they weren't expensive, so it didn't really matter anyways. So a lot of them probably won't need an up pot. There's roots for just searching for water, and that's why they went down. The only one that I know of that I am repotting or up potting is the Silver Deshandra, because I really don't like square pots. So I'm putting it in a 4-inch and we'll see how it does with that. I had been so busy I neglected to put up something to answer questions or whatnot. And I'm just gonna ramble like I did last time, because most times when I do put up a question or ask questions, or like ask my subscribers or viewers if you have questions to ask me, I often don't get a response. Well, I don't have a really big following. I think I'm at 241 subscribers, so I'm just gonna repot and ramble. If you do have questions while I'm doing this, just put them down below and then I will try to answer them in a future video. So first things first, we are going to be recycling all the soil. I'm going to save it for the cat grass, and then that way I'm not wasting my good soil. I've got a couple of bags here. I've got orchid bark, cactus soil, and indoor potting mix, because unfortunately in my area it's hard to get really good stuff, so it's all Miracle Grow. So we'll see how it goes. So the first one I'm going to be doing is this little Silver Deshandra that we got. So the majority of the video I will be headless. Sorry. And it probably will be a while. And so just bear in mind. So here we go with the Silver Deshandra. And all the way down. Yeah, I absolutely cannot stand, see how bad it is? I cannot stand square pots. I don't know why, I just don't like them. Oh, and look! Oh no, she's running now. I was gonna say, the new cat, Nifty, it looked like she was gonna make an appearance, but then she ran away, so. She's clawing the door frame. Nifty? Come. Come, Nifty. Hi. Everybody wants to say hi to you. Hi, Demeter. Here, Nifty. Here. Hi. Hi, Celine. Okay. Everybody's coming but Nifty. Hopefully someday she won't be camera shy and you'll be able to get to see her. I know, don't fight, guys. Celine is still not quite friendly with everybody. Neither is Nifty, but she's 10 and she was alone her whole life, so that's understandable. Celine is 4 and had other cats in some of her previous homes, so yeah, he is fairly root grown. I can't get over how moist this soil is. This is not very good soil at all. Ooh. It's fairly wet. Can you hear that? Ugh. I water him yesterday? And yeah, I did, but I only gave him like a drop. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get much out of this because of how wet it is. So, what to ramble on about? Well, in one of my last repotting videos, as you had seen in that one, I was talking about all the times that Angus had protected us and saved us. Well, Angus has done it again. At the beginning of the month, this is September. I think this video will only be going up next weekend. The beginning of September was like after school. It was nice and warm. It was like 25 degrees and Raymond wanted to go to the beach. So it's okay, let's go to the beach. And away we go. The waves are really high. So I told Raymond, do not go past your belly button. He, of course, did not listen. So we had been there maybe an hour. And Angus had whined. I was sitting on the beach, just sitting, relaxing, watching Raymond. And he was out in the water. I had taken my eyes away from him for a little bit because my phone had gone off to check it to see if it was my oldest wanting something or whatnot. And then Angus started to whine. It's like, oh, I assumed he wanted to go to the water to cool off. So I get up, we go walking towards the water. I'm watching Raymond. He's kind of starting to get out there, so I'm there waving to him, come back, Raymond. And he's swimming. I walk into the water. Raymond, come back. He's still swimming. I'm walking further, or I'm up to my knees and, walking in. It's like, Raymond, come back. And Angus is like starting to like tread water a little bit because we had gone, Raymond, come back. And then all of a sudden he goes, help. So then I let go of Angus because I figured couldn't care less because Raymond was in danger and I had to go help him. So I start swimming out towards Raymond, and that's when I realize he's in a riptide. And I'm like, oh no, we're done. We're done. I start praying. I finally get to him, and he grabs a hold of me, and we sink right down in the water. He's above water, but I'm sinking because I'm only 5'4", and the water had to be at least a good 6 feet. So it was over half a foot above my head, and I like push myself back up to get a breath of air, and then it's like sink back down, and I can't like get enough grip to push myself to shore. So when I come up the second time for air, I throw Raymond towards the shore. And he's like, what's that? It's like, swim, you gotta swim. You're too heavy for mommy. If we keep doing what we're gonna do, we will drown. You have to swim. Keep swimming. Don't look back, keep swimming. And he's like, we're gonna die. Oh my God, help us. It's like, and I'm yelling to him, just pray, we'll get there. So he would swim, and then I'd swim, I'd catch up to him, and then I'd shove him forward. And then when I shoved him forward, the riptide took me back. It's not pretty cute. Here we go in this. Ta-da. Okay. And we'll continue in a moment, because the next plant I'm gonna do is my golden Japanese stonecrop. It definitely does not need. Ooh. It definitely does not need an up pot, but it does need some nicer soil. So we'll put her back in. Oh, this feels like. This does not feel right. What kind of soil is this? Please don't tell me this is one of those. No, I don't think so. I think it's just the way the soil is. Anyway, so every time I would shove him forward, the riptide would take me back. So he would get closer to shore quicker than I was. So, and then I'd have to struggle more to get to him while fighting the riptide and trying to get him to go sideways, because you're not supposed to fight the riptide because you'll wear yourself out. You're supposed to go to swim to the side. But he wasn't getting it. Like, it's like going sideways to him was dead, but I know in your mind you want to go to the shore, but that's not what you got to do in a riptide. So, still swimming. It probably was maybe only 5-10 minutes, even though it felt like an hour of swimming. Losing drive. He's still going. And I think I shoved him at least 3 times. And it was getting to the point where I could just touch the bottom. So, and we're praying, still praying, like, you know, God, don't let Raymond die. Save him. Take me, not him. And then all of a sudden this woman comes out of nowheres. And she yells to us. It's like, do you need help? And it's like, I told her, careful, riptide! Don't come near us. And then she yells back, I'm planted. I have my feet on the ground. I'm fine. Swim to me. Swim to me. And then I got close enough to Raymond, and I gave him another big shove towards her. And she grabbed him. And I said, save him. Don't come for me. And she's like, no, we'll wait for you. You're good. I'm planted. And she's reaching out her arm to me, and she's just like, just try, keep trying, keep trying. And then I finally make it to her, and she grabs me, and she like shoves me under her arm. She's got Raymond in one arm and shoves me under her other. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, thank you so much for saving us. She's like, well, your dog came and got me. He was really scared and agitated. And I was like, really? It's like, normally when Angus gets loose, he's a turd and he like runs off. But no, we got to the edge of the shore. He was there waiting for us. He was all scared, and that's when I found out that he went and he got her for her to come get us. Because he couldn't, I don't think he could physically have come and saved us with his age and the two of us. Maybe if it was just Raymond, I'm sure he would be strong enough to like swim out to Raymond and save him. But not the two of us, so he thought maybe if he went and got the woman, the two of us would be saved. That's good. Cactus and succulent soil. So yeah. Angus saved us. That would be like his 5th time saving and protecting us. You would have to watch the other Repot and Ramble video to get the other stories of him being a hero. Okay, and this should slide back in. I can't really see. Remember to push that back in there. Okay. And voila. The golden Japanese stone crop. Okay. And the next one I'm going to do, I think, will be this Echeveria. This one was gotten at Superstore. It's really hard to take out of the cover pot. Okay, I might have to... Nope, we don't want you to spill on the floor. There we go. No roots coming out the bottom, but we do want, because I find I have not had to water this guy at all since I've got him, so I don't think this is a very good soil for an Echeveria, because it's not draining very well, or it's not drying properly. Like, a lot of these leaves are dead. This is oof. I'll have to sweep those up after. Another dead leaf, dead leaf, dead leaf. This one is kind of yucky. This looks like cocoa coir. Don't think cocoa coir is a good soil for Echeverias. Because when it's not really that well draining, it actually holds a lot of moisture. And what Echeverias, or Echeverias, oh look, another dead leaf, are succulents. You don't want moisture retaining soil for these guys. But I'm not surprised. I did get this at Superstore. Which Superstore was it? I think it was the one in North Sydney. But yeah, no, Angus was a hero that day. And my oldest is now a driver. He's got his beginners now. And we are trying to find time to where we can safely practice his driving. I'm hoping he'll be able to get more time this weekend with his dad. Because when you have your beginners, legally you can't drive in the car if you have more than one passenger, and that passenger is the one that's supposed to be observing you and making sure that you're driving correctly. But hopefully with the weekend, and it's a long weekend this weekend, so hopefully he'll be able to get some experience. This is some pretty nasty soil. I don't like it at all. And the funny thing after our daring rescue with Angus, the next day Raymond and I got pneumonia. We were so stressed that our bodies just went bloop. Yeah. It took us a bit to get over it. Like, we drank a lot of mule and slippery elm and a little bit of peppermint tea just to keep our nasal sinuses clear. Yeah, but yeah, that's a lot. Like, that's not good soil for a succulent. And let's see. What else? Oh yes, for Halloween we're doing Star Trek. Da-da. So my youngest is going as Captain Kirk, of course. So he's got his costume, and my oldest is going as Commander Riker, and I am going as Lieutenant Savick. So I even have my Vulcan ears too, and I have to go and get bangs eventually to look more Vulcan-y. So that's going to be interesting, having bangs. I haven't had bangs since I was a teenager. I'm not worried at all. I actually can't, you know, something different. Big long road. Kind of looks like a jellyfish. A little bit. Lay you in here while I put this over. Yeah, like, look at the difference between this soil. Like, you can see there's more sand in this one. Oh, wait. There we go. More sand in this one. This one looks like, yeah, it's the cocoa coir. Not a good combination. I know I'm making a mess on my floor, but that's okay. It's alright. It's just dirt. It'll sweep up. Probably. Ooh, I don't want to break off any leaves. I'm not worried if I get some succulent soil in this, because after a bit I'll probably combine everything just to make some more room. Go. And there. New soil. Let's see if he'll drain better. Okay, since I have my cactus and succulent soil out, I think I'm gonna do the roadkill cactus next. This guy. Oh, I'm not used to sitting on the floor. Now, I don't understand what the purpose of these rocks are, other than maybe as filler, but I do not like them. So they are going to go, because that's what the soil actually looks like. And it looks like the cocoa coir too. He's got one root coming out the bottom right here. So I think we're gonna get him out of this stuff. Oop. Have a peeky at the rooties. Not too bad, but he definitely can go back in that pot. We'll just give him some nicer soil. Oh, it's breaking apart like the cactus soil, but I just don't understand why it's still wet. Again, this guy hasn't been watered since I first got him. So it doesn't make sense how this soil isn't. And he's not squishy. He doesn't seem... Yeah. Now, this guy was sold to us as a Schlumberger. And it's like, no, this is not a Schlumberger. Like, this is not a jungle cactus. This is a roadkill cactus. This is desert guy. So, and I've never had one of these guys before, so I will be doing a how-to care video. The Echeveria, I have done like how to care for Echeverias before, so I will link that video in the description. And I think maybe I can figure out how to get a clickable eye too. So then maybe I'll try and get it to go in the corner when I'm doing the Echeveria. But I will eventually, if this guy does make it, I will do a how-to care video for the roadkill cactus. But the roots look fine, like nothing is squishy, there's no stinky. He's just... And another thing too is he was in a north-facing window because it's one of the few areas I have left to quarantine plants. So, and he will be going in a south-facing window today. Because I wait, after finding spider mites on the Maui Queen and the coconut plant, I waited another week to see if more would come out, and no more did. But the Maui Queen and the coconut plant were in the same room together while everybody else was. But my Tenanti Gray Star Dark Form, that guy was in the same room too, but he wasn't on the same table as they were. So I'm thinking that's the only thing that saved him. Try and get off as much of the dirt as we possibly can. Roots look fine. I think that's what it was. Because a lot of times when you think your plant needs an up pot, because you see roots coming out the bottom, it's actually just them looking for water. And all you basically have to do is change the soil. we're gonna set you there. Move you out of the way. Okay. That's the last I'll need of that. And then we'll get a handful of worm castings. Mix that in. Oh wait, I'm not done with that. I need to put more in. Duh. I'm rushing, and I shouldn't be rushing. And as another reminder, I will not be watering these plants today. I'm going to let them acclimate to the new soil, and then I will water them tomorrow. Sure this is in good enough, so then you'll stand up straight and not want to plop over. I think that's good. And the roadkill cactus. Okay. Now who to do next? I think I'll do some of the smaller ones, because now we're out of this. We're going to be using this soil now. I got 4 small ones to do. I think I'll do the Hoya parasitica or Hoya black margin. I think I had made a mistake. Oh, you're gonna need a cover pot. I forgot to get one for you. Yeah. Parasitica is like their nickname, but black margin is like the proper name. I only learned that today. Look how beautiful, and look, she grew a leaf. It's still hardening, it's not quite perfect yet. And this soil is terrible. This is terrible soil. Like, see those black spots? That's edema. So basically this plant, I overwatered it. It didn't die, thank goodness, but the leaves are not very nice looking. So we're gonna change the soil. This just looks like all-purpose. I don't think, because we had gotten this one at the Lodrington's flower shop, and I don't think it's their own mix. This is the soil that it had come in. And these guys are a little hardier humidity wise, so he can be downstairs. I don't feel any squishy. I Excuse my voice. I don't know why it's doing that. Well, I had already filmed a video earlier, so I think my voice is starting to go from talking so much. But once I get it in, this stuff, I'll run and get a new cover pot for it, because I'd forgotten that it was in that thing. But I save those because when I give away plants, I'll give them away in those. Because a lot of times when I'm giving plants away, it's people who never had plants before. And then that way, I might need to move some of the dirt out of the way. Well, now I know why you weren't in the middle. So that big long root. So thanks to that big long root, I can't really put him in the middle of the pot, so he's got to be at the side. So what I might do is, in the future, when this gets bigger, I'll cut it and prop it. So then I'll put one here, so then it'll have, yeah. So I'll be right back with a cover pot. Oh, there we go. So we're gonna give it a nice red cover pot. It's just a plain plastic cover pot that you can find at Sobeys. And voila. That root, unfortunately, kind of stopped me from making it in the middle, like I said. So I'm hoping if once this establishes itself a little more, we'll put a clipping here and then maybe get a bigger plant. Okay, next, move some dirt. My knee's getting dirty. Can't tell. So the next one is my silver sprinkles, or Pilea aquamarine, or Pilea glauca, whichever one you want to call it. It's in, it doesn't really need an up pot, but I still don't like this soil because I find it's starting to lose leaves. So I think it needs better stuff. This one is a high humidity plant as well, like most Pileas. So it will be going into my bedroom. Still losing leaves, and this is really yucky soil. Are my rakes in here? Should have been using this one from the beginning. We can really get in. Yeah, kind of an odd root system for such a tiny plant. Or that's a lot of soil for a little plant. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to replenish my soil here, especially when I hit some of the big guys, because I got a 6-inch Asian bell tree and then my 7-inch gray star. I might have to open up that indoor bag mix. I have to go like this. Like this, because I don't want a trail. Yeah, I'm trying to remember where I got the silver sprinkles. It was one of the big box stores. Let's see. Oops. It was one of the Sobeys. I can't remember which one right now. Should do. Is there enough dirt underneath it there? Is now. But it's gonna be hanging on a shelf like this. Like this is the wall and this is the shelf. So I kind of want it to cascade down this way. So I don't mind it being the way it is. And it can go right back in this pot and just cascade down. It'll be near a grow light. It'll be far from the window. Now, I think I will do, oh goodness, the mess I'm making. Might as well bring them closer so I don't have to get up every time. I think I'll save the silver nerve for last, and we'll work on the friendship plant. I know one of them has their roots coming out the bottom. Oh, he does. It must be him more. But this guy wasn't in very good shape when I found him. I think it was one of the big box stores. It's not, no rotty smell, so it's not too bad. Now, the silver cloud is a pilea, like a friendship plant. So it will need the high humidity, so it will be going in my room as well. And this is actually my second silver cloud. I actually had one a few years ago, and I haven't had a chance to replace it. And that one, I did not know they were high humidity plants when I got in it. So I parked it right next to the wood stove. So I was like, ooh. Yeah, bad idea. Yeah, this must be all-purpose soil. I'm not a real fan of it. Like that stuff there, I think it's got some, at least quite a bit of perlite in it. So it shouldn't be too bad. And if it does get bad, I'll try and order a bag. It's so hard to find stuff here. Like for me to get like really good stuff, I have to travel 2 hours away or invest in it online. I really hate having to invest in like something simple unless it's, if I know I can't find it on the island, then I don't mind, but I don't want to separate them either. I'm also going to try and give it a squeeze because it's got some water in it. But they do like to be moist, so it's not, but I don't think this moist is good for them. Hands are getting dirty. Oh, 1 o'clock. There we are. The silver cloud. From back in his navy colored pot. I'll have to wipe the pots down. Okay, now for the silver nerve plant. Now this is my second silver nerve of the small leaf. Oh yeah, it's him that has the tons of roots. Of the small leaf, I had the one big leaf too, and he died, unfortunately, due to thrift. Let's see if we can take this off of him. Without damaging these roots. There we are. Oh, it's pretty root bound. Cat just fell off a chair. If he'll need an pot or not. Or just a soil change. Leaf. get out of it. I'm contemplating on whether or not I should put it in a bigger one. Oh yeah, we got a lot of water. But there's still a lot of roots. Like, it still takes up, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go get a fiber. So we're gonna set him there. I'm gonna pause you. Okay. So I'm back. I got a nice little new pot. I love these pots. Unfortunately, you can't find them anymore. But the best thing about them is, no matter how many times I've dropped them, they don't break. It's perfect. Okay. And then, yep, that should be good. And then plop you in. And just hold you in place. And scoop dirt on the sides. Let's see what else to talk about. It's a long weekend this weekend. Monday is Truth and Reconciliation Day. It's to honor those who had to be forced to go to the resident schools here in Canada. I'm not sure if the States had them or not, but Canada did. It's basically where the natives were taken from their people, and people thought they could educate the Indian out of them. Sorry for saying it that way, but that's what they had coined it. My aunt and uncle, they live in BC. They're half native on my grandpa's side. They're my grandpa's youngest kids and my brother's and my father's half brother and half sister. And fortunately, they didn't have to go to them, but unfortunately their mother did. And I guess, I don't know if she told them some horror stories, but they knew that she had some like trauma from it, from what my uncle had told me. So I don't blame them for having ill feelings towards Caucasian people. It's just, it's a history that we have to deal with and know and learn from. And it's one reason why I think history should be taught in the classes. Like, they don't really teach history anymore, and I find if you don't know your history, you are doomed to repeat it. So I always talk about history with the kids, like especially with Raymond, who sometimes doesn't understand. Because he heard some slang the other day, and it's like, no, we are not allowed to say it. But it's like, why are they? And then I had to tell him about the atrocities of the slave trades that black people had to endure back in the day. And that when you say that word, you're bringing up all that trauma and atrocities that had happened to them. that looks nice. Right, nice and thick. It'll turn out to be very pretty. It's another one done. Another one bites the dust. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to open it because my next two plants are fairly big. It's like 6 and 7, maybe 6.5. So I might as well open her up. There's no perlite in this at all. Nitrogen. The winning energy under the fertilizer registration, blah, blah, blah. Oh, where does it say? Blended for a wide variety of container plants. Contains coconut coir, which holds and releases water. Also includes perlite to help it. Very little perlite. Help increase airspace and improve water drainage. Where do you see perlite? I'm gonna have to order a bag of perlite for this stuff. So I think what I might do is dump the rest of my orchid bark in this, so then there is like airage and drainage until the perlite arrives. Just hope. Or actually, now that I think of it, I should ask the boyfriend, because he's got to go and get the girls. I should see if he's going all the way to Sydney or not, because in Sydney it's easy to find perlite, but it's still 2 hours away. And that'll give it some drainage and air until I get perlite. But they will have to deal with it in the meantime. That can go in the recycling. That can go over there. So I'm gonna do my Asian bell tree first. I'll have to get a cover pot too. Like her roots are coming out the bottom quite a bit as well. So we'll see what we got in the mixed. Now this one, I got this one from McKillops Flower Shop. Oh, don't break. Oh, I broke some roots. That's not too bad. I don't think it needs an up pot. I could be wrong. I won't know until all this soil is treated away. Or not treated, scraped away. I think she'll be fine in the 6-inch again. But I don't think she'll last very long in it. I'll probably get 6 months out of it, and then she'll need, oh no, now that I'm taking some of the dirt out of the middle. It's definitely 3 plants in one by the looks of it, which I don't mind. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people will do that. They'll buy 3 small ones and then put them in all together to make one big one. You know, because they want a big plant, but they don't want to pay for it, so they don't mind doing the extra work to get it, which is nothing wrong either. Yeah, like, look at that. So, oh yeah, that'll be fine. Like, the problem is she'll probably need an up pot in 6 months to a year, which is fine. We don't want to shock her too badly. We want her to be happy and get accustomed to her new home first. And another thing you can do too is root pruning. Like, there are certain plants, like that thing, my ficus benjamina or weeping fig, that in the future will need root pruning if I don't want it to get too big. Because it receives a lot of because I do have to, like, bonsai it or prune it just to keep it at a manageable level for inside the house. And it's more or less to not let it go wide, but it can still go tall because it's not at the ceiling yet. But I just can't let it go too wide because then it'll take over the window, and then what am I gonna do then? Is the plant, other plants need light too. Now this is my second Asian bell tree. I had one before, but it died due to Raymond wanted it for his room and didn't take care of it very well. And then I took it back, and then it just went nope, burp, and died. I need to go get a cover pot for this guy. And I actually kind of squished them a bit closer together, so now it looks even thicker or bushier, not so thin when you look in. Okay, I'll be right back with its new. Okay, and we're back. This is just a plain white cover pot from Sobeys. And voila! Look how pretty she looks. She'll be going in my bedroom because she needs the high humidity as well. And now for the last plant. Oh God, I'm gonna have a lot of stuff to sweep up. Is the Tenanti Gray Star. Look how big this guy is. Maybe put you up a little bit, just a touch, so that we can see what's going on. Plop her out. Yeah, she needs the trimming. Maybe a root pruning, like good Lord knows. It definitely looks like there's more than one plant in here. And I never liked the soil from the beginning because it looks like the cocoa coir stuff. And every calathea that I've had that I went and put in cocoa coir did not like it. So, why didn't you come out? Oh, I just heard a snap. I think I broke it. The plant. Maybe if I do. Aha. Ooh. Ooh. 17 centimeters, which is 6.5, I think. So, maybe you need to put you in a 7. Let me get this all figured out. Don't know what I'm gonna have to do here. I might have to put him in a 7 because these are pretty tight. Except for this one spot. What was that? A stick. Yeah, this one spot. Like they're all thick over there, and there's another rhizome there. Yeah, these guys grow from rhizomes. This is a lot. I can get it all loose on one side, but I can't get it loose on any other side. This is weird. Like it's a wall. It's very thick and it doesn't, oh, we got some give in here. We got some give. Maybe we can get away with putting it back in the same pot. Don't rush the process. I know I want to because I keep looking at the clock and it's like, I only have so much time left. Oh, I feel like I need a marshmallow root tea. This is very hard. I've never seen a plant do this. Right old mess. Sticks, more sticks, lots of sticks. sorry, this last half of the video hasn't been very exciting. I don't know what else to talk about other than what a weird plant for the way the roots are. Like, I've learned not to up-pot plants right away as soon as I buy them. Like, I've learned to let them adjust, get used to the place. Try to not stress them out so much. I'm getting full of dirt myself. Okay. No, you're gonna need a bigger pot. A bigger pot for sure. Okay. Which means I'll need a new cover pot too. Okay, be right. Okay, unfortunately, the only 7-inch pots I have left are terracotta. All the ones that Raymond painted me. So I'm hoping with a cover dish like this, if I fill this up with water, it may not be too harsh on the tenacity. Because so far the only plant that I have out of the Myrtaceae family that's been able to handle a terracotta pot is my Mosaica. So we'll see how this one does. Ooh, even this one is a tight fit. Wow, you are a big plant. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, make sure you're center. I think that is it. That's her. I don't want my mess. So that's her. That's all of them. Sorry for this video being so long. I love plants to up pot. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. Whew. But that's it. In the bio, there'll be links for how to care for the Echeveria and the Asian bell tree. And then 6 months from now, with everybody else, I'll do a how to care for them once they've established themselves and they survive, and I learn how to take care of them. Hi, Ziva. So that's it. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, you can give me a thumbs down. Everybody has a right to their opinion. But if you really like the video, subscribe. And as always, live long, plant on.